Alright, here we go. This is the entry for day 16. On day 13, I did a weigh-in. Came in at 293 pounds, down 22 pounds so far on this little misadventure that I'm on. Pretty much what I expect for a first drop. Like I said, I was retaining a lot of water. The first drop is always the biggest. Probably every 2 weeks it'll be 10 to 12 pounds from here on in. So it's looking like I should be 250 probably by the end of June, I'm hoping. If nothing more for the fact I have a huge closet full of 3XL shirts and size 50 pants that I need to get rid of. I'm going to be moving at the end of June, unfortunately rather unexpectedly, and I have a lot of things that I need to get rid of very quickly. I'm definitely noticing the impact of the diet so far. Things are getting very loose on me. My class ring, for example, barely hangs on my finger now. I don't even have to fight to take it off. When I started this back in September at 365 pounds, I basically had to use water to get this ring on my finger. And now it's to the point where probably one good swing I could make it fly off. Pants, I've already had to take a belt loop in, having to use a knife and cut them. Pants are starting to look a little baggy. I don't think that I'll be able to keep them beyond the end of May, or at least keep them and not have them look like clown pants on me. The only real issue that I've run into so far has been one of when you're forbidden to do something, you notice it. People can't understand why, as a gay male, I have issues with heterosexual privilege, and it's simply because of the fact that every day of my life I see people doing things that I can't. If I were in a relationship, I couldn't hold my partner's hand. I couldn't share a quick, affectionate kiss. Obviously, there were all the legal issues tied up in the whole gay marriage rigmarole. But likewise, something as stupid-sounding as noticing the pervasivity of food in modern American culture. I had a friend who passed on in 2001, an artist by the name of Michael Scott McMurray. Some of you in furry fandom may have known of him as McMoo. He unfortunately succumbed to stomach cancer, and he kind of kept this cartoon log of what he was going through, from symptoms to confirmation, through treatment, and right up until the end. And I can remember reading in a fanzine one of his early entries, shortly after having had surgery to have his stomach altered to remove the cancerous material. McMoo's signature character was this little coyote by the name of Zoni, and Zoni had this almost fetish for hot food. There was nothing too hot for Zoni to eat, and McMoo kind of projected his fondness for hot food onto it. And in this particular drawing, he was griping about the fact that not only could he not eat hot food, he was on a very restricted diet, and he was talking about watching TV and just always seeing food advertised. And I'm pretty much to that point right now. When I watch television, I see food advertisements everywhere, and it looks incredible. Unfortunately, it's just not something I can partake in at this point in time. When I'm driving to work, when I'm doing errands, going down the street, not only do I see my old array of pushers, just hoping that I'll lapse and come back into them, but even on places like billboards, newspaper advertisements, magazines, everywhere you go, food, 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 food. This is only day 16, so I'm still pretty resolute in terms of this. I've had a couple close calls, but I haven't had any of those moments where I'm literally tying myself to the bed to avoid from binging. But it's interesting. We have this big ongoing debate about the obesity epidemic, and I think part of it is just the ease and availability of food. Like I said, I haven't realized just how much food is out there, in what quantities, what varieties, even price ranges, until I put myself in this position where I'm consciously watching everything that I'm eating. So that's where things stand right now. I may do another update before the next weigh-in. I'm trying not to go into cam horror mode right now. I want to do one of these, obviously, if I have something to say, and of course, a weigh-in is news. We'll see. To the point where I'm getting close to looking at a gym. At some point in time, I am going to stall, I am going to plateau, and one way or the other, I am going to have to get out and start exercising. I just need to see what's going on with my living situation right now. Once I've found an apartment upon which I can land, then I can start signing up. Planet Fitness has a great deal. $20 a month, no contracts. I mean, how can you beat that for a gym other than going down to the campus health center? And I tried it. The campus health center is overrun with frat boys, not my type. I shouldn't have to wait for a treadmill, or at least not for something that I'm paying for. And of course, at a commercial gym, pretty much I can get access to any equipment that I need whenever. So that's kind of the next issue right now. Lining things up for the gym, but I can't do anything on that until my living situation is a bit more solidified. So for that, I will be back in about 12 days, unless something big happens between now and then.